Hi, you are watching SightsIn Plus, and this is Romesh Srivastava. Please to subscribe the channel for the HR news, for HR updates, and conversation with the top CHROs, thought leaders, and business heads. Today we are going to dive Deepseek, and also we will try to compare the Deepseek and ChatGPT. Which AI model is better for the HR professionals? Recently, the Deepseek, which is founded in 2023, has released its latest AI model, and that is Deepseek R1. So this is the latest buzzword in 2025. Joining us, Mr. Harjeet Khanduja is the author, is a renowned HR thought leader, and Senior Vice President Human Resources at Reliance Geo. Welcome, Harjeet ji.
Thank you, Ramesh.
So, Harjeet, 2025 is started with the new buzzword, that is the DeepSeek, and it has changed the AI, total job market and the AI market as well. How do you see? What is your understanding about this DeepSeek?
I would say it is not a buzzword. It is something which is the reality which has happened. And when ChatGPT came, people were saying now, look, 100 million customers in less than 2 months they have acquired. So what pace industry is going? And here comes another company which is uh, at the verge of beating ChatGPT itself. So these kind of disruptions will keep coming, and we should be ready for it. So nothing is definitive. Um, and what I would say, this is like another Mission Mars, Mission Mangal movement. If you remember, um, same US sent somebody to Mars. They spent $582 million, and India did it in almost 1/8 of the cost. Here also a similar kind of thing. It is not that something new has come. A version of ChatGPT has come, which is much, much cheaper. It is so cheap. Look, right now, if you are using ChatGPT you can use for free. If you are a normal usage person, but if you are a company or if you are a heavy user where you are integrating APIs with ChatGPT, you have to pay almost $15 for 1 million tokens. Whereas for DeepSeek, you have to pay $0.55 per million tokens. That is the cost leverage which has come, and it is 90% accuracy it gives, or 90% response rate it gives as ChatGPT. So this is like Vada Pav has come in the market, uh, in the burger market, and we want to see whether people will buy Vada Pav or whether people will buy burgers.
Absolutely. So this is not buzzword. This is a reality. And what I'm taking away here, that it is cost efficient, and it is if in terms of accuracy, the accuracy is good. So when we compare it with the Chat GPT, and cost efficiency, I think that may depend that how do you use, what is your use, might be that can also depend on this. As a HR leader, how do you see for the organizations, which platform would be better? That may be the Chat GPT or this DeepSeek. There are so many other platforms as well. And right now, there's a competition with all the AI models. So, which platform would be better if you compare at least with these two, DeepSeek and ChatGPT?
Look, what happens is it is not about ChatGPT or DeepSeek only. This is a very good time for HR entrepreneurs. If you see, there is a platform called Perplexity. If you are into stock market, Perplexity is very good because it has been trained on predicting stock market trends. So same way, um, one good thing which has happened with DeepSeek is a open source model. Till now, only Llama was actually there were many models like Pi, Llama, Gemini. There were lot many models which were available. Uh, this is an open source model. You can download it on your machine. It is not a very heavy model. Means it comes in almost 7 sizes. So you can say use a 30 billion parameter model and load it on your computer, and on your local machine you can run it. Then you can change the code and make it better, train it on HR parameters, and make it as a full-fledged product and launch it yourself. So that has happened because of DeepSeek. And look, earlier, when we were talking about ChatGPT required a lot of servers, like a lot of GPUs, because huge processing capacity was required. What these guys did was slightly different. Uh, they So let me explain you the difference between how these two things function. ChatGPT, if it was trained, uh, it was trained with supervised learning. So when we say supervised learning, it is like in front of a child, if you put apples and uh, balls, and you write on apple, this is apple. You tell B for ball, this is ball. So you start with basic, and you teach each and everything. Now, here what you have done is this model DeepSeek is uh, is a reinforcement learning based model. So reinforcement based learning model is it does and then it learns. This is not their first model. First they launched R10. Very recently they have launched R1. R10 was completely reinforcement learning. So reinforcement learning is like if you have to learn cycle, how to ride a cycle. Can you read a book about riding a cycle and you can learn it? So ChatGPT does it that way that it will give you a complete manual, and its model has actually done it that way. Okay, by reading the manual, it has learned how to ride the cycle. In reinforcement learning, or what DeepSeek is doing is they have given the model that you ride the bicycle, you fall. If you fall, um, you will learn yourself that this is something which is not to be done. And so it has learned faster. R10 was not very good because it was completely on reinforcement learning. R1, they have used a combination of supervised learning and reinforcement learning. Still, large part is reinforcement learning. That's why the cost of training the model is very less. And it is super, I would say it is relatively better. It is efficient in terms of giving you outcomes. So with less training, uh, it is giving you similar kind of output. And since it is open source, you can download the code, you can change it yourself, and you can create great products for HR people. So for HR entrepreneurs, this is a great time. I would recommend you also get into this space and uh, uh, create a NLP engine or create a chatbot like ChatGPT, and launch your own site, which will help HR people because of the deep domain knowledge you have gathered over a period of time. You can actually make sense of it, and all the other HR companies, it is a huge opportunity for them.
Right, that is very nice suggestion, I would say. And because this is an open source model, so the cost, this is more cost efficient for the HR tech platforms, basically. Second, I was also going through somewhere how we can compare on these two platforms, maybe at ChatGPT and also on DeepSeek, with the same question that which platform is better for the HR leaders. So what I get the responses from both the platform, from ChatGPT and DeepSeek. ChatGPT is the core is on NLP, language, natural language processing, and here with the DeepSeek, the core is on somewhere with the data. So this is better in data where we need the data analytics. That will be for the attrition part, that will be for retention part, that will be for performance, rating, how you track the performance. And as far as the chat GPT is concerned, so this is a little bit of when we talk about some engagement part, employee engagement part, maybe for talent acquisition, but some behavioral part. So like this is the differentiation which these two platforms are also suggesting. Maybe the chat GPT, maybe another your DeepSeek. What would be your comment on this?
I would not do it that way. It is like since both the models, if you see, DeepSeek actually learned from the existing models, including ChatGPT. So this entire uh, the ChatGPT model is O1. So somebody created a base, another software came, it learned from that software and gave you a superior product.
So
Yeah,
definitely it has
I will,
advantage.
I will, I will not call it superior product because it is still 90% of ChatGPT. There are reasons for it. One is DeepSeek hallucinates more than ChatGPT. So ChatGPT will give you, okay, you ask a question, it will give you an answer, it will give you references of that answer. Second thing, what ChatGPT uh, will do is it will give you lengthy answers will because it has been trained on almost 670 billion parameters. You ask the same question to both of them. The knowledge base of ChatGPT is much bigger, so you will get the quality of answers is going to be better. And what I would say is comparison is it is like one guy is a chef who knows from basic how dishes are prepared, what is a fruit, what is a vegetable, and how you can create different tastes. Another guy is a McDonald's chef who has been told, okay, take a burger, put a patty in between, assemble it with a couple of things, and wrap it and serve it. So right now, what you're seeing is, oh, McDonald's chef is as good as uh, the original chef. Original chef is going to be original chef. They have invested so much in AI. The capability of the ChatGPT AI is very, very different. Although it is taking more computing power, the way they have been working is slightly different. And what I understand is they are also going to catch up. They are also going to introduce models which are smaller. Maybe they will not make them open source, but they will make them efficient so that all kinds of products are there. If you remember, earlier mainframe computers used to be there. So not everyone could afford them. Their computing power was very good. Then came Windows computers. Now, Windows computers you can't compare with uh, IBM computers. IBM computers were damn costly and had a different meaning altogether, were meant for a different population. A normal retail user could not use those kind of servers and computing capacity. Same is true with DeepSeek and ChatGPT game. DeepSeek is like that Microsoft computer kind of a thing which everyone will be able to use, and even if there are bugs you will be kind of okay because of the cost advantage. कि हाँ, ठीक है, you are getting it for a fraction of a cost. Like if you compare vada pav and burger, when you take vada pav you don't worry about which oil is being used and whether the vada is soft, whether the pav is soft or not, and where the wheat came from and how much calorie you are eating. But when you go to uh, the shop which is serving you uh, burgers, they will tell you this atta has come from this place and it doesn't have any toxic and this patty is different. And another part is vada pav will be vada pav. With burger, you will have different varieties of burgers as you move forward. Uh, there is a possibility with vada pav also you can experiment. Uh, And thing is, we would want to see how much people experiment with this vada pav. Uh, but with burgers, there is a possibility of from 20 rupees to 400 rupees double mac cheeseburger. All those possibilities are there.
So, what I'm taking away, that is based on activity. I think maybe for some of the activities, ChatGPT is better, and some of the activities, Deepseek may be better. But in a simple way, if I ask you that out of 10, as a HR leader, how many marks would you give for the ChatGPT, and how many marks to Deepseek as a HR leader?
Very, uh, if you are a retail user, uh, you will find ChatGPT better. One is response time is better, comprehensiveness is better, and it doesn't hallucinate. So if you're looking for an answer, chances are your answer is correct and you get a proper reference. Uh, and for that, since there is no better model than ChatGPT as of now, and that is a big statement. But if you give ChatGPT 10 marks, you can give 8.5 to uh, the Deepseek
Deepseek.
model as well. Yeah.
So right now,
And
the competition is heating up, and with all the AI models, and we will see a lot of more models. Maybe we can see even in this year 2025 as well. In this context, how do you see the future of human resources? How do you see its impact on HR? You can say, and how do you see the HR tech market as well? Because there would be also, because this is open source, so this is going to be cost efficient, and there will be a lot of startups. We can see a lot of startups in this HR tech space as well. How do you see this?
HR startup space is going to heat up. As far as HR is concerned, till the time you have used cases, basically, if you know where to use it, like one capability of ChatGPT, or in fact any AI model, is um, if you use say custom GPT, you have to pay some money for it. It is like almost $20 you pay to ChatGPT for a monthly subscription. It allows you to create custom GPT. So in that custom GPT, you upload certain files. Suppose you want to train the GPT on say your policies uh, specific to your organization. To your organization, you can upload those policies, and after that, you share that link with the people you want to. They will ask any kind of query. ChatGPT will be able to answer those queries in a very efficient manner. Uh, I would say um, your query answering people uh, will have a tough time because English is correct, content is correct, and understanding is correct. You can further improve it, and these kind of models you can build on your own. Thing is, you're paying $20. That's the only difference. Uh, if you see on the learning side, you have uploaded the entire thing. Suppose your organization is selling a product. You upload everything about your product on this, and you train your sales workforce using ChatGPT. Um, if you upload content in English, it can talk to you the way Siri or Alexa does, and it can communicate that content in any regional language you have in India. So you ask this guy to speak in Punjabi, Gujarati, Marathi just by uploading English content. And see the convenience. This chatbot is enthusiastic, available 24 hours. You ask any question about your product and say comparison with the competitor's product, efficiency of your sales team goes up. So you can actually shift your entire training on AI based models. Now, this is a use case. Similar to this, there can be. n number of use cases. Who is going to crack those use cases first, and who is going to bring those kind of products in the market, which companies can use out of the box? If you're thinking companies are going to do that effort by creating those products on their own on ChatGPT or similar platforms, that is slightly difficult. They would want it to be served on a plate. So for tech entrepreneurs, this is like the magical time. 2025 is their time, and they can make the most out of it in the HR space.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a great time for the HR tech professionals, and you have already given 10 marks to ChatGPT and 8.5 marks for the Deepseek. So, if I can conclude that ChatGPT is better for the HR professionals, I think we have tried to discuss and we will try to also differentiate how both the platforms are different and how we can utilize them. Anything else which is important and we did not touch? Any final remarks?
Keep an open mind. Right now, you are seeing DeepSeek. Tomorrow, there will be something else. So, continuous learning is very, very important in this age. And as we move forward, um, if we are not learning on our own uh, as HR professionals, uh, it will be tough for us to catch up. So, whichever model is coming, try that out, use it, have your own opinion, how it can be used in your daily work. Those are the kind of things which are going to make a whole lot of difference to not only each and every HR professional, but to the entire HR community.
So, thank you so much, Mr. Harjeet, for joining the conversation and sharing your wonderful thoughts. Thank you so much.
Thank you.